So Micky, clean sheet, 1-0 win, last minute goal. It must have felt really good in training this week.
Yeah, it obviously scoring so late on, you get the euphoria of that, the goal, and then goes into after the game. So it's a great moment for you because you've got to appreciate them when they come because we've had a few against us. So it was nice that it fell on our side this time.
And how long's that feeling last after you've scored last minute win? It's like a fan where it lasts a couple of days.
That's the tough thing about football. You quickly have to move on and get on with it. So unfortunately, now you're quickly then getting on with the next game, getting the boys rested up and prepared and getting ready for the next game. So sorry to be a killjoy, we have to very quickly crack on.
And it might be easy for a team to get desperate in the dying stages, but it was a really well constructed goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good goal and really well worked goal. So no, we're really pleased to see it going in, and I think deservedly so. I think we were certainly in the second half we created all or most of the chances. So to be fair to the boys, well deserved.
Elliot Nevitt scored a real poacher's goal as well, didn't he? We've seen him score spectacular strikes or run onto balls and score, but would you like him to score some of more of those poacher's goals?
Yeah, of course. That's what they're in the team. The strikers are in the team to try and do is to score goals. But all across the team, they're all expected to chip in and help us to try and win games. But no, I was pleased for Elliot because he's came on about half an hour to go and he showed a great intensity and scored a good goal. So really pleased for him.
It's good for a striker to be able to score different goals, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, of course, because different chances come your way, so you must be able to take the different types of chances, and yeah, he showed a different part to his striking abilities at the weekend.
I know how you've been talking about Kieran Morris recently as well. His shot led to the goal as well. It's a great bit of armoury to have, isn't it, where you can score goals from outside the box, but you also can create goals as well.
Well, I've said before, I believe he's one of the best players in the division, so we've really missed him. And Saturday showed that what he adds to us as a team. He came along and he's, as you say, but he did a lot more than that. His work rate is fantastic. He does all the things on and off the ball that we want a player in his position to do. So yeah, we're really pleased to be having him getting back towards full fitness.
I've just spoke to Chris Merry. He was voted player of the match by the fans after the game as well. He's doing really well in that midfield. I think he's been man of the match a few times this season already. Yeah,
Chris is another young player that is getting better all the time. There's still, as with all of them, we want to keep making them better and better. But yeah, he did really well at the weekend, doing the things that we want him to do. We don't complicate it. There's a role and a job for him to do for the team, and we expect him to do it really well. And he did at the weekend. So fair play to him for that.
He seems like an all-round midfield player as well.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say he's more of a holding midfield player. He doesn't get enough goals. He's not that type. He's not a team to do that. He's more of a holding midfield player who allows other players to probably get forward, and he will fill in the gaps in case that there's a turnover or anything like that. He's very competitive. He'll put his foot in, and he does that role very well for us.
And I mentioned you got your second successive clean sheet. How good is it looking that you're looking harder to be scored against now?
Well, again, it's just people in the team doing their jobs well. That's what it is. It's all about players. When the players go in, they get roles to do. That's the job of the coaching staff to give them the proper roles to do within systems or the way that we think we're going to have to play. And then it's up to them to go and perform. And that's what they're doing. They're performing well at the things that we think that they need to do. And that's how you get clean sheets. People doing their jobs really well.
And do you think the size of Tottenham Ray gel now in training and on the pitch now as well?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot to do. I think that we believe that we had talented players in the building, but it takes time for them to grow and build their relationships and find out how we want them to do things. Because there is I think the back four were brand new at the weekend, so it takes a wee bit of time to gel, and then, like I say, for them to find out how we want to do things, and then they've got to have the ability to do it and the consistency. And they're showing that at the minute, all the way right through the team. There's still a lot of room for growth, and we still expect to be going out and performing and winning games of football.
So has that been good to have for the week as well, to have the game this week?
We've done a lot of resting this week because just come out of a busy spell and we're going to go into another one. So you've got to get that right in training, the intensity right in training. So we've only really seen them a couple of days this week because they needed a well-earned break to try and recover so that you can hit the intensities that we need to hit when we want them to. But it's been good for them to get a breather, a mental and a physical breather. They had done the training that was necessary at the right intensities. We hit it again today, we hit it on Tuesday. We'll obviously bring it down a wee bit for tomorrow, looking at Saturday. But we should be ready, and we'll show them. We'll start to show them the things that's necessary. We believe that they need to know about Barrow for us to try and get a result.
Yeah, it's Barrow this weekend. Pete Wiles, their manager. He left Halifax in the summer, did really well there. He's doing really well with them already. He wants to watch for the future manager-wise. I
don't know about that. That wouldn't be for me to judge. We just have to go out there and be us. We're too busy trying to be the best version of us, if I'm honest. We are just trying to do that all the time. We understand that Barrow are doing well because you have to look at the league table. So we know that we're going to have to go out there and be the best version of us at Brenton Park, which we are quite strong. But we know that we're going to have to be up and around our best if we're going to try and get a result.
And you seem as we're playing against former players at the moment, playing against Sam Foley on Saturday. I know you liked him as a player. Should get a good reception from the Tranmere fans, shouldn't he?
Yeah, and deservedly so. I think Sam was excellent for us. The way that we decided to do things in the summer was probably the reasons why we explained to him and why we wanted to move things on a wee bit and become a younger type of team. But he certainly played his part and when he was here for the season. He had a really good season for us and a real influential player. Be that starting, coming off the bench, and a good guy around the building. So no, Sam can certainly, I believe, expect a good reception from the fans for the job that he did here. And we'll look forward to seeing him at the end of the game. Hopefully we've won, and we'll shake his hand and see him then.
You talk about that experience. You lost also like Jay Spearing and Peter Clark of that experience as well. Has that been tricky to lose those players because they've got so much experience?
Well, and Joe Murphy as well. So Cal McDonald, he went as well. McManaman. So quite a lot of experienced players with a lot of games under their belts have gone. But we decided to go this way, and we told everybody that. We decided to go this way and try and grow it and grow a team for the not just the now, but for the future as well, and try and get some players in the building we believe that are going to grow and make the club some money. It's no beat about the bush there. That's what we're trying to do, and that's the reasons why we've gone the way we've gone. We continually say we have to try and microwave their development, if you like, because Tranmere expects to win games of football. So we try and get them up to speed to a place where they're winning games of football and still developing. And we believe that we're getting up and around there now. So it's an exciting time for this group of players and a good time for the football club, but we've got to continue to perform and try and keep winning football games. And
those young players are getting experience at playing games, aren't they, as well?
Well, for every training session and every game that they go through, they will improve. There'll obviously be ups and downs along the way for them. That's up to us as a coaching staff to show where they could have improved or where the development can be in that. And just keep moving them along. But they're certainly moving in the right direction, so it's pleasing for the club.
And finally, for me, how's the squad looking? Have you got any players coming back or anything for this weekend?
Yeah, Lee O'Connor, he's back from Ireland. Kieran Morris obviously has made another big step forward this week in his fitness levels. We have Kyle Jamieson will come back into the squad again. He's had a good week's training. So we're starting to see more and more players coming back and being among us. Nolan will come back as trained this week as well. So we'll see sort of more players on the training pitch than what we have had. So that's been pleasing.
That must give you confidence as well, all these players coming back now, heading into like the busy part of the season. Well,
we have missed a lot of good players. Tom Davis as well. He's back on the grass, but not with us. He's just doing warm-ups, so he's building on his fitness levels as well. But it is good to having them in and around things, because we know they're good players that can make impact at this level. And not just that, they can push the players that are in the team. So that's an important part as well, is that you have to work hard to try and stay in the team, because you know that you have players that are fit and ready and able waiting behind you. So that can only be good for Tranmere.
Cheers, Micky.
Thank you.
Good luck.